It's an interesting question, and since I have, like I mentioned, I've predominantly worked with K-12 space, so I clearly know some insights which I have learned by myself is that first you have to be super conversational and friendly in terms of communication. They love to interact with a friend these days, then a real teacher, then a real old age teacher. So they love to be conversational. These kids are really insightful and data driven. They love numbers, they love to look at the insights, and in terms of engagement they love to interact with the brand and channels where they want to be. So they will not take the initiative of coming to your website and consume your content. However, a brand has to identify the need and where the millennials are consuming content. Instagram and Snapchat, these days PUBG is a game and people are millions of students are playing these games. How can we latch on the content with these channels and then push our content so they can consume these things? Selling students is really difficult because when you're talking about millennials, technically they are not really buying it. Their parents are the one who are spending money. So you need to weave your communication in two parts. First, help the students or millennials understand why your product and services are good for them. So they can be the brand advocate, they go to their parents and they talk to them about your business, and that's how your product can be sold. So there are two layers to basically this. First and foremost, the penetration of internet and the way the cost of the internet consumption is going down, which is now we are cheapest in the world. So people are more receptive to consume content online. So this is predominantly the first technology that we have in the market. And along with this, there are various other technologies. For example, people these days are active on emails, they are active on social media channels, they are active on other content curation networks. Broadly, what I've seen is that YouTube as a channel, and you may want to call it as a technology, has really worked to engage with the millennials and as well as their parents. After the penetration of 4G, people have started creating innovative content to engage people, and that has become the first source of the in terms of research for them. And of course, other social media channels are predominantly coming. The only thing which I want to as a highlight to give you is that people and as a brand, we need to constantly be on your toes to keep moving to different channels where millennials are moving. So 2-3 years back they were on Facebook, now they are on Instagram, they are on Snapchat, they are on different apps and games, and they'll keep moving. As a brand, we'll have to keep moving to different channels and keep syndicating our content accordingly. Better idea, of course. Technology follows the idea. If you have a better, for example, Facebook was an idea, and that became a technology platform. Then Instagram was an idea, WhatsApp was an idea, Truecaller was an idea, and that becomes a platform now. Apple was an idea that to give a premium experience to the people, and that becomes a platform now. So if you look back in history, idea is the one which is leading and technology is which is following. You have to have an idea of humanizing your brand, giving helpful information and content and whatever product and services that you are offering, helping people within intent, and then technology will follow. Wherever you will go, people will follow you. When it comes to customer experience, we need to, so I follow a system in my domain, what I'm doing. I believe it's better to consider yourself as a better half of your customer. Know as many details as you know about them, know what are the content they are liking, know what are the content they are not liking, know the type of content they are sharing with their friends, know the type of posts that they are liking on social media, how's their psychography is structured, what is their location, what type of phone they are using, what is the connection that they have. If you have these things, you will be able to beautifully blend communication, a platform, as well as the twist and turn in your product to ensure that they have the better experience. For example, if I have, let's say, I have an app, educational app. I'm taking the example because I'm from that background, and I have a lot of videos in the front section of the app, and they are taking a lot of time to load, and I know that people who are consuming my content are from tier 3 cities who are not able to consume iPhone X or top notch phones. Probably they are not able to consume it, and hence the experience is getting deteriorated. So therefore it is really important. The only gap which I'm able to foresee in a lot of brands is again, they are not able to understand who their customers are. They are going all over the board with the same communication. They are going bonkers with the same message to everyone and every user at the same time. However, at the same time, I have seen a lot of brands beautifully crafting their communication when there is a need. There are a lot of tools Google is rolling out. There are a lot of products, top-notch companies are rolling out. I think people have to, and as in, advertisers, we should, and marketers, we should use some of those tools to create innovation in the content. How can we contextualize the communication? The best example that I have is Amul. See how beautifully they are weaving their content across the events, and it's a simple dairy brand, right? But how are they communicating it? I think that's the need, that's the gap which we need to fill. Brands are not being loyal to the customers. We are, and if you look around, most of the brands these days are offering either discounts or gratifications or cashback, which up to some extent really works. There's no doubt about it. But for the longevity of the brand and to ensure that stickiness and hooking is there of a customer to a brand, you have to build a recall, a trust that is kind of lacking. If I'm getting in, so for example, look at e-commerce. Now they are getting millions of traffic, Flipkart and Amazon, they are getting millions of traffic. But are we really loyal to one e-commerce company? No, we are not. The moment we'll get 30% extra discount from Amazon, we'll quickly chuck off Flipkart and we'll go to Amazon and buy it, right? So this is not being maintained. I think that is one takeaway which I need to have. You need to constantly build communication. For example, if I bought a product from some company, and then I have not received any communication from them and it's been 3 months, I may forget them. But what if they are constantly giving me information about something creative content I am constantly learning? In my personal life, in my just an improvement, I've subscribed to their blog, I'm getting useful information, I'm getting and learning those things can really help me. And I think that is one takeaway which I should have. First, understand your customers as much as you can. Second, understand the demographics on which you are working on. And third is that understand your product and market fit. Never, because doing business in India is like doing business in some 10, 12 other countries. Every state, every city is different, the people are different, the content consumption is different. In fact, we are spread, we have 186 centers across India. So we deeply know that the content consumption in state like Bihar is diametrically opposite than the content consumption is in Mumbai or Delhi or even down south. It's entirely different. First, programmatic worked really well in terms of localizing your content. This is a new age advertising, but at times initially it may sound as an expensive deal for you. But trust me, spend and investment in programmatic can do wonders to your brand, because it can suddenly personalize your communication in real time to the user at the right time. You can do all sort of segmentation and targeting at large scale. Second, creating your product in such a way and understanding your customer and creating a product in a way where they need it. For example, in our business, when students need crash course at a period of time, and I know that this is the demand right now, I cannot be promoting the full courses and all other RPO products at the same time. So understanding that. So then these two things are really, really important. I think vernacular content really works there, because there is majority of people who prefer to consume content in that way. They have been consuming content a lot. In our business, more or less the parents, the people who are in the age group of 45 to 55, which is parents, are the one who are the decision makers. Those students are the influencers, but they are the decision makers. And if they are the decision makers, they should understand the content and the features and the benefits that I am giving in their own language, because every business has a lot of local players. Until unless you are the Flipkart and Amazon of the world, you are competing with some of the local players in that area. They are so vernacular and so in communicating in the same language, you need to adopt the same tone to be there. I think that is something that you have to do. Of course, first, receptivity to English is there. People are very openly understanding English. First, Second, their buying capacity is really high. I clearly know the data that people who are from eastern part of the UP or Bihar, they are visiting our pages 5 to 6 times repeatedly in the matter of 2-3 days before doing a conversion. However, people from southern part of the India, they visit, they read, and they make the payment and they do it. So the buying behavior and the receptivity about the brand and whatever offers that you have is there. Virality, everyone is going viral these days. Content marketing and measurement and tracking. Creating bigger pie of the content in the market. How consumer friendly you are, how better you have taken care of the UI and UX of the digital interfaces that you have. And third is how effectively you have taken care of the measurement and analytics part, which is the ad tech and which is the big missing piece in a lot of advertising companies. I recently saw an ad campaign of Burger King. What they have done is then it's in global campaign. They used augmented reality beautifully. So Burger King run this campaign and they said that our competitors' ads are everywhere. Go and show your phone in front of that. Through augmented reality, you burn their ads and then you will grab a burger. That is going viral and a lot of people are doing it in the US these days.